Thanksgiving just days away, and many people are wondering, what's the forecast going to be? Right now, we're tracking a winter storm that's going to start tonight, lasting through most of Wednesday. Take a look at Steamboat. Wow, looking pretty. This next system is expected to drop a lot of snow in the high country above 9,000 feet. So for those hitting the slopes, they're going to be happy. Our ski areas are looking for all that fresh new powder. And while we wait for the snow, our latest layer already hit the high country overnight. Our Matt Renew caught this video of crews in Silverthorne. Snowplows were out before the sun came up to get the snow off the roads and clear it up for drivers up there. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kim Christensen.
I'm Tom Green. For the latest, let's get right to our weather experts to see what is coming our way. And we start with Weather Impact Chief Meteorologist Kathy Sabin. Hi, Kathy.
Hi guys, we had a nice break today. It was a cooler day, but a dry day, and we'll have a nice day tomorrow. Things for Denver change in about 24 hours. But in the mountains, after a little lull in the action and decent travel as we're seeing on I-70 looking live, the snow is going to start to pick up, ramp up overnight. We've called tomorrow a weather impact day for the mountains because of the impact of feet of snow on busy holiday travel days Tuesday and Wednesday before Thanksgiving. Tomorrow night, we'll have rain in Denver mixing with snow, leading to light accumulation by Wednesday morning. So there will be major travel impacts in the mountains, but also this storm will bring some light snow to Denver, and that will impact your driving along the Front Range, across the city, and out onto the eastern plains. So this storm system will be far-reaching and has a lot of moisture with it, and kind of a long-lived storm, if you will. We've got 36 currently in Denver, down from a high in the upper 40s. The leading edge of the system bringing high clouds into western Colorado, but no snow yet. That will be changing overnight tonight. And once the snow starts overnight, it's really going to pick up in coverage and intensity tomorrow, leading us to 1 to 2 feet in the mountains and a couple of inches here in Denver. All this before the Thanksgiving holiday. So certainly an impactful storm with a winter storm warning out for the mountains and a new winter weather advisory for the foothill areas west and south of town. No issues for you tonight in Denver. Smooth sailing, but things change tomorrow. I'll talk all about it with your extended forecast coming up.
With this storm coming, you can always stay up to date with the latest weather forecast on our 9 News app. It's free to download in both the Apple and Google Play stores.
Updating a story that was developing through the afternoon. CBI saying law enforcement has safely found a 7-year-old boy who'd been missing since this morning.
His kidnapping led to an Amber Alert that rang loudly on all of our phones this afternoon. This started as a shooting this morning in Lakewood at an apartment off Kendall and 17th, just west of Sloan's Lake. Police say the shooting hurt a man and that the man's son was missing. They were looking for the boy and Crystal Denman. They said Denman was armed and dangerous. State Patrol found the car, arrested her, and got the child back just before 4 o'clock. We're told the child was okay. They were last found in Last Chance. They were found rather in Last Chance, which is 75 miles east of Denver. We spoke to the family shortly before law enforcement found the boy. They said they were staying positive and looking forward to bringing him home.
An Aurora family does not have a home to go to after a car crash damaged their house and severed a gas line. It all played out just before 10 last night off of Vaughn Street. This is south of UC Health. Aurora Fire Rescue sharing the picture from overnight. Investigators say that red SUV went off the road, crashed into a truck, and hit the side of the home. That's when the gas line was severed. Luckily, no one in the house was hurt. Xcel did have to evacuate 2 houses next door while crews fixed that ruptured line. The Red Cross has stepped in to help the displaced family. As far as the driver of the SUV, Aurora Police says that person ran away, so they continue to investigate the crash and search for the driver.
New at 5, the Jefferson County coroner has identified the woman killed in a head-on crash Friday evening near Conifer. Officials say 63-year-old Jody Oker from Jefferson County died after crossing into oncoming traffic, hitting an Xcel truck. CSP says this crash happened along Highway 285 just before 6:30 Friday evening. Troopers tell us that Oker was headed south, crossed into oncoming traffic. 2 kids who were in the truck with her, along with the driver of the Xcel truck, were treated for minor injuries. CSP is still investigating, asking anyone who saw that crash to give them a call. In Denver, police say there is now a 4th person hurt following a shooting that happened last night in the South Park Hill neighborhood. Officers tell us they responded to the scene at Montview Boulevard in Quebec at 9 last night. Police say all 4 of the people hurt were minors. We don't have anything about their conditions, but we do know 3 of them were taken to the hospital. Police say there have been no arrests, and they're asking anyone with information to call them. Denver music fans have one less venue for free jazz. The city announced after more than 20 years it won't be funding the 5-part jazz festival.
That's not all that is. Yeah, the 5-Point Jazz Festival. Not all is lost, though. There is more on the horizon for Denver's jazz scene, as 9 News reporter Janelle Finch explains.
Before 5 Points became the home of a free annual jazz festival more than 20 years ago, the neighborhood knew great music.
I mean, Louis Armstrong, Ella Fitzgerald, Lady Day, they all sang and played here, you know? So
The neighborhood
it's quite a history.
knew singer Hazel Miller, too. She started performing at the Jazz Festival in 1989, even before the city got involved.
It was one of my first gigs. All the new bands, all the new singers, the new people, to land the 5 Points Jazz Festival was a big, big deal. It was that door opening.
That door has closed. The city says it's too expensive to bring the festival back next year.
And that's unfortunate.
Instead, the money that would fund the free day of concerts will go into grants for jazz-related programs. Though the festival is ending, music in Denver won't.
There's a big new festival coming, and that'll bring a lot of big national acts here.
The Denver Jazz Fest is set to make its inaugural debut next April. It'll span multiple days across multiple venues, as opposed to being anchored in the Harlem of the West. Where the music lives may change,
Yeah.
but Miller knows history won't.
Sarah Vaughan, Ella Fitzgerald, Billie Holiday, you know, Duke Ellington, okay? The kings and the queens that I wanted to emulate, I wanted to be like. If I never played any of the big clubs, I played on Welton Street, and they did too.
The city says the 5 Points Jazz Activation Fund will open grant applications early next year. $225,000 will be available to jazz-focused businesses and nonprofits. Janelle Finch, 9 News.
Okay, Hazel is so good, so good. I'm so glad you talked to her.
Yes.
Yeah, she's one of the best. All right, thank you, Janelle.